Night 2 of WrestleMania has come to a close, and Roman Reigns was victorious in his match against Brock Lesnar, and now the real reason why he won has been revealed. So first, let's talk about why Roman Reigns won, and then we'll get to some breaking news about Brock Lesnar. In what was being billed as the biggest WrestleMania match of all time, Universal Champion Roman Reigns took on WWE Champion Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns ended up pinning Brock Lesnar for the 1-2-3 as Roman Reigns became the brand new unified WWE Universal Champion. But a lot of fans are wondering, why exactly did Roman Reigns win? And just moments after the pay-per-view went off the air, that real reason was revealed, as it seems that WWE believes that Roman Reigns is on the verge of becoming a huge crossover star like Hulk Hogan, like The Rock, like Stone Cold Steve Austin, and they didn't want to break that momentum. And they believe that with this huge momentum of Roman Reigns becoming that big crossover star, that they will easily defeat all other wrestling companies, including AEW, and WWE will be light years ahead of the competition, with Roman Reigns at the helm. If they want a part-time champion, they could have went with Brock Lesnar. If they want a full-time champion, you go with Roman Reigns, and that's who WWE went with. Also, Roman Reigns is actually cheaper than Brock Lesnar. If they wanted Brock Lesnar to be champion and to be on the show on SmackDown or Raw all the time and wrestle at every pay-per-view, it would have been very, very expensive to have Brock Lesnar champion, maybe 3 or 4 times what it would cost to have Roman Reigns be the champion. So it did come down to money. Oh, we can actually save money if Roman Reigns is a champion, plus he's younger, plus he could be a crossover star very soon. But another huge reason why Roman Reigns became the unified champion was because the plan for WrestleMania 39 next year is for Roman Reigns to take on his cousin, The Rock, for the unified WWE Universal Champion, and they actually want Roman Reigns to never lose his title going into WrestleMania 39 against The Rock, because they want that match to be gigantic. They want it to be bigger than this year's WrestleMania main event between Brock and Roman. They want it to be bigger than Hogan-Andre. They want it to be bigger than John Cena versus The Rock. They want WrestleMania 39 next year in Hollywood to be truly the biggest WrestleMania ever, with the undisputed Universal Champion Roman Reigns taking on his cousin, The Rock, in SoFi Stadium. And those are all the reasons why Roman Reigns walked out of WrestleMania 38 victorious over Brock Lesnar. And speaking of Brock Lesnar, there is breaking news concerning his current status with WWE. Sadly, Brock Lesnar was unable to defeat Roman Reigns, and now fans are wondering, what's next for the Beast Incarnate? Well, prior to WrestleMania 38, there were backstage rumors that Brock Lesnar was scheduled to appear at the next 3 WWE pay-per-views, including WrestleMania Backlash on May 8th. But now it seems that those appearances are up in the air and may not happen because of something that happened after WrestleMania 38 went off the air. So here's what we know. After Brock Lesnar got pinned by Roman Reigns, he had a very upset look on his face. A look like he was betrayed. In some respects, he was betrayed by WWE. So Brock Lesnar wanted to make sure that he was at The Undertaker's Hall of Fame induction. This is because not only did Brock Lesnar wrestle The Undertaker, but he also was actually a good friend of The Undertaker, and he wanted to be there in the crowd to show his support for his good friend. But according to reports, he had a meeting with Vince McMahon backstage just before the Hall of Fame took place. And it was in this meeting that Vince McMahon told him that Roman Reigns is going to win the match and you're going to lose. Brock was shocked because he was told for several months that he was going to be the victor over Roman Reigns. But now, all of a sudden, just before the Hall of Fame starts, and 2 days before his match with Roman, Vince tells him, oh, actually, you're going to lose, and just accept it. Well, Brock was stunned. He didn't want to lose. He wanted to win. So Brock was stunned, and he said, you know what? Forget about it. I'm not even going to the Hall of Fame. I'll see you at WrestleMania, and hopefully you'll change your mind. Well, Brock came to WrestleMania 38. Vince McMahon said, we're still having Roman Reigns defeat you. You're going to have to lose. Brock was very angry. He didn't want to lose because he was returning to wrestling so that he could become the undisputed champion after WrestleMania 38. But Vince McMahon, like he does sometimes, he changed his mind and he wanted Roman Reigns to win instead. So Brock couldn't change anybody's mind, and he had to go out there and he had to take the pin. And he did. He took the pin. He didn't try to go into business for himself or anything. He took the pin, and he lost. He was upset about it. You could see it on his face. Well, after Roman and Brock went backstage, Brock had heated words with Vince McMahon, and their conversation ended with Brock screaming at Vince McMahon and saying, I quit. And Brock didn't even go back to the locker room. He went directly to his car, and he got the heck out of there. And the last words that Brock said to him was, I quit. I quit WWE. But now, WWE is being faced with the fact that one of their top 3 stars just quit the company. Brock Lesnar, in his mind, he is done with WWE. He has quit. In Vince McMahon's mind, Brock Lesnar's done with the company. So it's over. Brock is no longer part of WWE, and it's sad that just after a great 2-night event of WrestleMania 38, it had to end in such a sad way. What do you think about Roman Reigns defeating Brock Lesnar and becoming the unified champion? And what do you think about the rumor that Brock Lesnar has quit WWE? Leave a comment below and give me your opinion. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notification so you are notified when we upload a new video.